Hey there guys, it's Creationzilla here, and I'm here with another unboxing video, back to back. This is actually being recorded directly after the Godzilla Earth video was uploaded because the camera died right after filming that one. As you can see, just like the Godzilla Earth, this box is already opened a little bit. That's because there was, again, mail confusion. So, let's just cut to the chase and get into it. This video should be a little less awkward for me to film since I've kind of had a warm-up unboxing. Let you guys see first. Let's see. Oh, feel the bubble or something. Or the air packaging things. That shoes the wrong way. Let's see. Alright, that looks like that's everything out of the box. And today we get a box to toss, so I gotta throw it that way instead of that way because I don't want to hit my Gundam kits. There we go, that one made a noise, that's a little better. Alrighty, so what we have here is the... Oh wait, is this the back or is this the front? Okay, I think this is the front, which is weird because normally the viewing panel is on the front. And then there's the back. This is the Robot Spirits Strelitzia, maybe? That's how I say it. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it. This is a robot from the anime called Darling in the Franxx. And it is created by the people who did Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, and technically they did do Evangelion. They're an offshoot. So yeah, the people who make the Godzilla figures have a sideline called Robot Spirits where they focus on mecha and stuff, and that is where this comes from. So I honestly thought they were going to do this as like a Figma or a, oh, what are they called? SH Figure Arts, but I guess they went with Robot Spirits instead. Oh, that's kind of cool. They've got a Tamashii Nation's quality sticker. Now, I only have one other Robot Spirits figure, so we will get that out for size comparisons later. And there's about a $20 difference between the two of those. This retails on Amazon for like $40, give or take, like $5. Alright, let's get her open. There aren't, as far as I'm aware, there aren't size... like official sizes for the FranXX robots, but given my estimates and frames and references from the show, my guess is they're around 80 meters or so, so close to the size of like the Heisei Gamera, but like not as big, smaller than like Gypsy Danger and stuff from Pacific Rim. Let's see what else is. This is definitely a more in-depth unboxing than the Godzilla Earth, because Godzilla Earth was just slapping his head together and stuff. Whereas it has been a long time since I've had a more detailed, articulated figure like this, so yeah, I've got no clue what all this is. I've enjoyed what of Darling I've watched, which is what's playing in the background. I've seen like 10 or 11 episodes. I haven't watched it since like the 10th or 11th episode aired, but there's another part in there. I really enjoyed it, and it was getting busy with school and stuff, so I stopped watching it. I've heard it got pretty controversial. Generally, every anime I've watched I've always enjoyed. There's not many anime I've disliked. The only one I can think off the top of my head is Toradora. Everybody loved that. I was not a huge fan of it. I didn't like how it ended. Anyways, let's keep finishing. Okay, so that's kind of cool. For the, they included a like a prize figure stand, kind of. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think this is. I think this is a weapon. I don't think this is part of the stand. And I think this is the same thing as a Tamashii axe stand, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's get her open. Let's make sure there's not any tape I'm missing. Looks like we've got a shoulder piece, maybe? Hang on, let me look at the box. What is this? Oh, it's like an arm guard or something. Okay. And then, ooh, that looks cool. This is the big lance that they use. Ooh, it spins. It doesn't seem like it screws off, so that's good. That maybe? I don't know, I'll have to see how to assemble everything. And then we've got, oh, the horn thingy, which is very reminiscent of Evangelion units, which is pretty cool. Looks like there's only 3 hands? That's kind of weird. Generally you get 6 hands, so you have a matching pair for each hand. Let's see. go ahead and get her out. Now, given how their feet are designed, I don't know if she's even going to be able to stand up on her own. Whoop. Well, maybe. Let's see. Let's play around with the pose a little bit. Wow, those are some huge shoulder guards. That might be posing a little difficult. Does the whole arm not rotate? There we go. Fairly anime accurate so far. That's kind of surprising. Especially since, like, anime, they have flat colors and stuff. So you're not worrying about shading or all that kind of extra detail that you would get with, like, the Gypsy Avenger from... because that's the other Robot Spirits I have, in which we'll pull him down. Oh, okay, those are ball joints inside of the head. Okay, it doesn't look like those will come out easily, like the hair or whatever. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to get her to somewhat stand. Okay, so the skirt is very similar to the mobile suit skirts. That will be the big thing, is can I get her to stand on her own? I don't think I can. Let's see, the feet don't... oh, the heels extend. That might help. Let's see. Why is she not coming forward? There we go, that might help. Okay, I mean, it's a weird pose for now, but, well, maybe. I had gotten her to stand for a second. Crouch forward a little more. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That's kind of standing on her own. Let's figure out how to get the... so something comes off of the face. This thing does, it looks like. I don't think that's supposed to come off. Let's see. Oh, does it move? Let's see. Oh, it does look like it moves. Alright, so now she's got her horn on or whatever. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a tie or not, like above the chest. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched the show. They will definitely be catching up after this. Oh, looks like delphinium, maybe. Yeah, I could see how those pieces could definitely get annoying. Wow, the hands have really neat detail. They don't look like robot hands, they're like people hands. Let's see. Okay, so the front, the bangs or whatever right there are not ball jointed, they are rubber. Okay, the head does have some tilt. That's good. Yeah, posability is definitely weird. Let's see if we can get this stand to help us out some. This is not an official stand by any means, it's just a cheap one I found on Amazon. Let's try to get her feet somewhat aligned. I mean, it's very accurate. The posing looks like, this thing looks like it's going to be terribly difficult to pose. But I mean, given all humanoid figures, they are usually a pain to try and pose. Like the, does she have a peg somewhere? Like the, no she doesn't, I don't think. Like the Ultramen do. Yeah, the Ultramen are a pain to pose. They are so damn hard to pose sometimes. Normally there's a peg on the back to insert the Tamashi stand, but let's see. Oh, there we go. That's what this is for. Looks like this slides on like that, maybe? There we go. Okay, so that looks like that pegs into the back there. So let's actually grab a Tamashi X stand. That's from the Fire-Rodan. And let's see. That fits in there. I'm pretty sure this is still Tamashi. I could be completely mistaken on that. So that pegs in on the tailbone part like that. So let's see if we can get her into a better pose. Alright, that's a decent pose for now. We'll keep her like that. So that way we can... Ooh, the heels pivot kind of funny. Those could very easily snap off. Alrighty, let's see. Let's figure out how to get the lance all put together. Ooh, okay, that's a... It's not a form-fitting piece, which is nice. Okay, so it looks like we got the lance part down. Let's grab a grabby hand, if we have one. That kind of looks like a grabby hand. Whoa, that's a weird peg for the hand. Let's see, that's a right hand. Oh, okay, so it's another ball joint. So that was really easy to take off. Oh, okay, that wasn't that bad to put on. Normally those things are a pain to put on. Let's see. Now, how does she hold it? Let's see. Okay, the hands are kind of rubberized, which allows you to seemingly just slide it in like that, maybe. Okay, I guess that's what we'll do for the pose now, 'cause I don't like that so far. I don't like how extremely difficult it is to pose. And look at that, it's falling over again. Okay, we'll just try standing pose. We won't try some dumbass flying pose or anything. That is dragging everywhere. My God. Alright, okay, that looks decent for now. Jesus. There is no real separation between the main... Fantastic. Between the main body and the abdomen, which is, again, very asinine. Okay, there we go. Now that's a standing pose. We'll keep her there. Whew. That was difficult. Alright. Let's grab my other Robot Spirits, which is the Robot Spirits Gypsy Avenger. Let's see, she's definitely smaller than him, but he has a lot of detail, mechanical detail. He's got hardly any paint. I don't know if he has any paint. I don't know. I mean, he's got red paint for some of the smaller details, but I mean, definitely not hand painted. That is definitely a machine that has done that. But I mean, I think it's molded plastic and stuff. And he is almost $25 cheaper. You can get him for like $19.99 on Amazon. That's how much I got him for. No, I got him for like $12 when Toys R Us were shutting down. And I really like him as a figure. So far, the detail is great, and I mean, again, it looks like molded plastic. The paint is pretty much good. There's a couple of panel lining issues. There are. I mean, it almost looks like this figure might need to be panel lined by hand. But okay, it looks like there's a foot peg on the stand, which helps her stand a little more. But I mean, if you're going to make a figure that has to be constantly on a stand, then don't make a stand like this. Make it like the, where is it? Like, I know the Fire Rodan has a logo on it, but they do make clear Tamashii Nation stands. If they were going to do that, then do that. Don't make the, you know, I mean, the stand isn't even all that impressive. It's 4 lines crossing each other. Like, I get it's part of the show and everything. Anyways, so yeah, her posability is very wonky. I mean, the arms are all in weird positions. Every movement seems to shift the figure entirely. Now, finding that foot peg seems to have helped some, but I mean, like, just holding this lance has been very difficult to try to figure out how she needs to do it. Well, we can do a couple other size comparisons, and then that'll be it for this video. Let's see, we'll do an SH Monster Arts now. We'll do four or five different lines. So this is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1954, which is one of my favorite figures in my entire collection. It's not my favorite SH Monster Arts. That goes to the SH Monster Arts Gamer. He's easily my favorite figure out of all of them, but the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1954 is an amazing figure. I love it. I love it to death. So there he is compared to her. Now take 3 or 4 millimeters off of her height because of the stand, but let's get him. See, SH Monster Arts are, you know, debatable on their posability and stuff. Like, you have great ones like this and Gamera, and then you have terrible ones like Fire Rodan and Gigan, and then you just have figures. But there's a size comparison between them two. Definitely doesn't seem like the same company. This is an Ultra Act figure, and since we're in the realm of anime and Trigger, this is Thunder Gridman. Now this is his appearance from the Tokusatsu show that aired in the 90s, and this is Thunder Gridman. Now I've only seen one episode of Gridman, or SSS Gridman, the anime, so I don't know if Thunder Gridman makes an appearance at all or not. Now, posability wise, she takes the cake for this one because it's just a fake mold of Gridman. If you wanted to actually use this, you would also have to get the Ultra Gridman, which I don't have. But I really like him. He is very tall, and they both have the horn. I don't know why Japan likes that with their mecha, but they do. And I'm not going to argue because they look cool. So this is an Ultra Act figure, which is a discontinued line. They do not make Ultra Acts anymore. Put him to the side. This is, along with the theme of Trigger and Gainax and stuff, this is the Revoltech anime series, not the movies, Evangelion Unit 2, which is Asuka's unit. And he's really small compared to Strelitzia here, but the posability wise, they're practically the same. I mean, she probably has more, I just need to play with it and figure it out. And I like how on the Evangelion, the power cord, you know, helps support Unit 2. And another similar size comparison is the, actually I can just grab them real fast, the new line of Ultraman figures is through Figuarts. So this is Ultra 7, and they are smaller, but they have better detail and better articulation than your traditional Ultra Act figures. So there's another size comparison there. So she's a medium range figure for the most part. And then I would grab one of my Figmas, but they're way out of the way. I have 2 Figma figures, and she's easily bigger than them. I've seen people saying she's like the size of Gundam kits. None of my Gundams are this big, not even the Unicorn Gundam, so I don't know what they're talking about. If they talk about 144, she's bigger than 144 scale Gundams. So let's grab the box again. I like the paint so far. I like the detail. I mean, it looks like they ripped this straight out of the show. The posability is pretty frustrating. I mean, I don't know how much of that I'll leave in the video. It'll probably just be fast forwarded. But for $40, the posability is a little disappointing. Not too much, because I mean, again, I could have paid $60 or $70, like, you know, SH Monster Arts figures and stuff like that. But I will get back to you guys after a couple weeks of getting used to this figure. There is another figure very similar to this one coming in. That's kind of a hint for who's coming in next. There's as far as I am aware, they don't make any more of the FranXX aside from her and maybe one other. And then there is the, on the back, there's the 02 figure, which I might pick up at some point. I heard she's got trouble standing because her feet are basically like Strelitzia's, but no heels at all. So, I mean, if she comes with a stand, that might not be that bad, and it would be cool to have a pilot and a figure, because I know they did that with the Revoltechs. They did Asuka and Rei. I don't know if they did Mari or not from the movies, I can't remember. But there's definitely not a Shinji articulated figure as far as I'm aware. So, I think that's a good stopping point for today. Robot Spirits number 243, side FranXX Strelitzia. Stay strong, kaiju fans.